welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Skee, and in today's video I'm going to share my experience of doing Inktober 2024 challenge. If you have been my follower for quite some time now, then you will know how much I love talking about my experiences of doing art challenges and learning from them. Since it is November time, I felt that it is not too late and I should definitely record about my experience as soon as possible. So let's get started. So what I have experienced in this challenge. First of all, when I had seen the prompt list, I remember discussing it with my friends and we were all happy, but somewhere I felt that the prompts were too connected and they were telling a story of somebody who is going on a trek and they are exploring and certain incidents are happening to them. I was feeling, I have not taken many treks in my life, so how am I going to connect with this prompt list? It was a bit of a challenge for me to make it fit into my own theme because I had many stories in my mind. I had at least ideas for 3 to 4 stories in my mind, and I wanted to create something that I could really enjoy. So what I did was I was very connected with one story, let me be honest, but I was not able to draw it because it was turning into a comic book. And in order to explain one prompt, each and every prompt was like a chapter. So every prompt was turning into a chapter. So I had to discard that story. And I started drawing, just thinking, whatever comes to my mind, I'll draw. Let me not just stick to one story. Let me just go with the flow and see what I can do. So what I did was that I started drawing my character and I started drawing it in different poses and started making some scenes out of it. And that's how my story started going. Originally, it was going to be a single character story. The protagonist was the heroine and I only wanted to show her. But what happened was, as I was drawing those prompts, another character, a male figure, came into the story and he started being a very, I was trying to not draw him and I was trying to shift the focus on the heroine, but somehow I was enjoying drawing those figures together. I was like, this is like, here I can draw so many poses and figures and I can explore so many different scenes with these two characters. So the idea of me just drawing the single characters seemed like, a bit boring. So I always tried to draw. I was trying to draw both those characters in most of the prompts, and what I saw was the outcome. The very first time I draw these two characters together in a frame, it looked so magical. It looked so magical, as if, wow, I know there's a lot of warmth in this scene, but totally yellow and orange, but I loved this scene. It looked so golden, and then this scene, I was enjoying drawing these two characters together. Yeah, talking about the story, I know a lot of people couldn't understand fully what the story was. So the story that I was writing was like this girl, the heroine, she is tired of the world and she's kind of like running away from home or something, and she's just running away, okay? She's running in a forest. There are trees around her, and let me keep, wait, so I'll try to show it like this. In this scene, this was the first scene, backpack. This girl was running away with her backpack into a forest. She was tired of her old life and she was just running away, leaving everything behind. Like the only hope she had was her faith in God. Okay, she had nothing with her, no support system or anything, but she just believed in God, and with that hope in her mind, she just was going on her journey. What happens? What happens next is that she slips. Okay, she's running too fast, and she kind of like hits a rock, and then she slips, and you can see she's fallen from a cliff. Okay, and this was the prompt boots. Okay, boots. So this is her shoe, which is kind of falling into the valley, and she's shouting ah, and then there's this is her backpack, and so like there's a hand. Okay, somebody is holding onto her, like she hasn't completely fallen, she's just hanging from the cliff. Okay. Next was this scene. Okay, I was trying to practice drawing figures in different angles and stuff, so I tried to show a mountain scene, like how the view was looking, and this was the guy who was holding that backpack, and so he was holding on to this backpack, and he's trying to not let go of that girl, so he was trying to save that girl. Okay. I enjoyed this scene. He was rescuing her. Okay, next scene. Oh, this was my favorite. Like after I drew this, I was like, oh my god, this definitely needs to be printed. So this was binoculars. I had tried to show the warmth and the golden aura, when two people are enjoying each other's company, and the kind of magic that is created because of it, It was not that I was trying to draw something, I always am kind of like mindless when I do things, but now I'm interpreting all of that. So yeah, this was my favorite scene. Then next was a scene showing how they are going on a trek together. They're exploring, they have their backpacks, there are some mountains in the background, and they're traveling together. Next scene was passport. In this scene, there was some change in the plan. Okay, this guy had decided to explore some other part, so he was rushing. Okay, he was rushing and he was trying to get to that place as fast as possible. So I tried to draw this character kind of like jumping from the railing and trying to get into the line as quickly as he can. So this was an airport scene, and this girl is behind trying to catch up to him. Okay, then when they reach the new place, they feel that this new place is not like how they had imagined. Like, you know how sometimes when you see a certain place, probably by searching on Google, and you try to make plans for it, and when you reach that place, you realize, oh, either the weather is too bad, or the food is bad, or it's not how you had dreamt it. So in this scene, this girl is really upset with the weather because it was rainy. Okay, she's like hiding in her tent, and in the background there's a guy with his umbrella. She has a sad looking face. In this scene, she's looking really sad and disappointed. Next scene. Okay, I did not know how to I didn't know how to interpret this into the story. So what I showed was the forest scene. Sun is shining and there's a boy, probably that guy, but I don't know how I've drawn him. It does not look like that same guy. It looks like some other person, but it's that guy. He's reading in the forest and he's using sunlight to read. I was trying to show faint sunlight, but for some reason I ended up drawing a really bright sun. So yeah, whatever. My intention was to draw faint sunlight coming through the forest and this guy reading. I forgot, I totally, okay, never mind. I thought I could zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. I can zoom in. Okay, but so this guy, he is reading. I'll try zooming in. Okay, this next scene was nomadic. In this scene, what I was showing is that these two people, they had rented a jeep with a rooftop tent. This is so fun, zooming in. Okay, so they had rented a jeep. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed drawing this jeep because a few months ago, before doing Inktober, I was drawing. Before doing this Inktober, a few months ago, I was drawing and practicing so many cars, but I was like so tired of drawing cars. I was like, I don't want to draw cars ever again. I'm so sick of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to draw cars again. But in this scene, I drew a car in perspective and I loved it. I loved how the scene had come out. Okay, this guy is drinking his coffee or tea, whatever, and this girl is sitting like a princess on top, enjoying the view, and the sunlight is coming from the trees. Hi. Okay, next. Okay, next scene was snacks. Yeah. So in this scene, basically they're feeding animals. Okay. For some reason, this particular scene was so magical for some reason that I decided to change the page for it and I gave it a really nice looking page. Like these pages were all a bit creamy in color. This page, it was lavender. It was all it had a lot of flowers, and this was a really special page, okay, dedicated for their special moment. So I don't explore these themes much, but it was coming, so I tried to go with the flow. Anyway, yeah, so by the way, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a deer. There's also a bird. for some reason, this bird, it totally got mixed into the scene, and nobody can actually, I don't know if nobody, but not many people can spot this bird sitting, but because of my coloring, for some reason, this bird, it got mixed with the scene. Yeah, I'm learning how to color still, so yeah, whatever. Next scene. Oh my gosh, it brings back memories of how tired I used to get drawing all of these scenes. Oh my god, man, I had drawn this entire cave, I had drawn a bed over here, a carpet, table, and something was hanging from here and all. Then I had tried to highlight the scene, like a little bit of light is coming from the cave, and it's rainy outside, and these two people, what they're doing is they're kind of trying to see on their remote control device that the weather is really bad and it's not ideal for them to go out. I enjoyed drawing this cloud, by the way, this heavy rain thunderstorm cloud. But anyway, yeah, so I had put in a lot of effort into drawing this scene, and it reminds me of the time when I used to be tired of drawing. But anyway, yeah, this scene gives me a very different feeling altogether of oh my god, I'm so tired. Ooh, so tired. I can't. Okay, I want to move on. Next. Peace. Finally some peace. This was horizon. So in this scene, I was trying to draw like the past version of this girl who's standing here, okay? And this was the version who was sleeping in the cave. And I don't know if people can understand this scene or not, but what I was trying to draw is this girl is sleeping. Oops. So this girl was sleeping in the cave, and she was kind of like dreaming about her past life. Not past life. She was dreaming about her life, like how she used to be in the past. Okay. How she used to be in the past, like looking out from her window and from her balcony, and kind of like seeing the world that is outside, and her wishing that, only if I could go there, only if I had the freedom to explore all of these places. And she used to feel very stuck in her home, and now that she has left that life behind and she has finally went on that trek, she's kind of like imagining how her earlier life used to be. This is what I was trying to show in the scene. Next. So I had no idea how to interpret this prompt. Rome. Inktober really sucked, by the way. Inktober really sucked at writing prompts, but yeah. In this prompt, what I tried to show was this girl. This was a scene from her past only. In this scene, she was watching a bird closely. Okay, she had a very special connection with birds. She used to admire birds. She used to love how free they were and how freely they used to fly in the sky. And she used to enjoy looking at birds. So she used to love connecting with birds, always seeing them as the freest to wander wherever they pleased. Yeah, this is what I meant. Roam. Whatever. I meant that these birds were free to roam or fly wherever they went, while she was not. She was kind of like trapped in her home. Next scene. Okay, this is guidebook. Okay, in this scene, in this scene, what I tried to draw was okay, well, some people had asked, why does this person have two faces, and then why are they like doubles? So basically what I was trying to show in this scene was that the girl and the guy, they were kind of like fighting over what they should trust. Should they trust bookish knowledge to make their plan for the trek, or should they trust on their, remote control device, weather monitoring device, technology basically. So I was trying to show different expressions. I was trying to show how they were feeling. Like in this guy is feeling like kind of like, oh, disappointed, like what should I do? And in this he's like, I'm so frustrated of this person, and she's kind of like pestering him, okay, and she's like, focus on the device, like what that is saying, it is more updated, it's more up to date. And she's kind of like she's trying to take this plan, and she's like, give it to me, I want to draw, give it to me, I want to make the plan or whatever, right? So they're kind of like fighting in this scene. Okay, next, guidebook. Okay, wait, I love this scene, grungy. So in this scene, what I was, first of all, look at those figures. I mean, how beautifully he's sitting on the ground, and this girl is kneeling down on one leg and she's holding an umbrella. I mean, I love drawing the figures so much during this Inktober challenge, so much. And this background was equally good. And kind of like, it's raining heavily, okay? They have decided to go on the trek despite the rain, and so they have decided to go on the trek despite the rain, continue their journey. And in this scene, they're basically having fun, okay? They're enjoying the rain. You know how puppies enjoy the rain, how animals do. When it starts raining, they start playing. So kind of like that. They're enjoying the rain and they're having a fun moment. They're, if you zoom in and see, his pants are dirty, his boots are dirty, so is this girl's. There's mud, but there's like, reminds me of the advertisement of Surfexcel or Tide. Okay, in the next scene, I was drawing journal. Yeah. So in this scene, again, this person who's on the trek. See, I don't mind my coloring, okay? I'm learning, but this person, I was trying to show this person was on the trek, like the present version of him, okay? Because he is wearing kind of like a hoodie or a raincoat, and he's holding this backpack, okay? So this is the present version of him. This is the past version of him. I know the entire scene is looking like in black and white, and so it may look like the entire version is like the past version, but no, this person is from the present, okay? He is kind of like reminiscing about his past self when he used to write journals, and he used to write all of those things which he wanted to do. You see, he didn't have a very good life either. He had a mundane kind of life. He didn't have a lot of adventure. Like, he had more freedom, of course, as you'll see in the next prompts. He had more freedom, but his life was still mundane, boring, kind of. But he used to dream a lot. And this person, he used to write he used to do writing a lot, basically. He used to enjoy dreaming about his future, and he used to write what all he would experience, and he used to record his dreams in journal. And this was kind of like him thinking about his past self, how he used to dream. Okay. Next prompt was drive, and in this scene, this guy, he used to enjoy connecting with birds, and he used to enjoy riding on his bike. And I just realized that they both were connected to birds, or maybe I'm connected to birds. That's why I'm drawing. So both of these characters, they're connected to birds, and he also had a really special connection to the birds. I don't know if you can see or not, but I had spent a really great amount of time making this bird in great detail. Okay, see, I know it's not that clearly visible, but I had spent a really long time on drawing this bird. So yeah, this was drive. Next prompt was castle. No, ridge. Okay. Next prompt was ridge. Okay, in this scene I was showing that these two people on their trek, they come to a place where they see that in the far distance there is a castle. Every Inktober I have to draw one castle. But yeah, in this one they both see this castle. Okay, and this castle is kind of like an old, forgotten, some building that is no longer used. Okay, so that kind of a scene this is. You might feel that they have finally reached their destination, or they have finally come to a place where they were meant to go. Fate led them to a place where they were meant to go. In this case, the castle. I did not have the energy to continue this story. I was so tired of doing this challenge. But the next prompt was uncharted. Okay, this is a really magical scene again. Okay, in this scene I was trying to show the background of this place. So this place's history involved royalty, which was involved in magic. Okay, and there's this princess on her horse, and I have drawn some highlights, pink highlights of kind to show magic on the castle as well as around the girl and the horse. Then in the next scene, this was rhinoceros. Okay, so this scene is a continuation of the previous scene. I was trying to show that this is a magical being, a rhino guard in spirit form, and he's trying to protect the castle grounds from intruders. Okay. Again, in my imagination, I wanted to draw a really powerful statue of rhino, but I ended up with this. So I know I have a really long way to go in terms of translating my imagination into art, but this is not too bad. Okay. Then the next scene, okay, then comes the last scene, which is camp. Okay, I'll turn off the music. I just realized I could have done that for the other prompts. I will do that. Okay, so in this scene, wow, this scene is so beautiful. But in this scene, I tried to show a camp. Sorry. I tried to show camp that don't have people. People have left this camp and they have gone on their journey. It's like the camp is still intact for new people to come visit it. The old people, they have moved to a different reality altogether. They have moved to a different space. These people, they have entered a place that does not allow a lot of normal people to come in, because there's a spirit here, okay, a spirit guardian spirit. It does not allow everybody to come in. So these people, they had kind of entered that place. So since they have entered that place, new visitors will come in. They will explore the place. They will sit in this camp. They'll enjoy the scene, whatever. Okay, so this was the last post in which I had written my experience about this Inktober. And look at this, it's the same camp. It looked like a really nice cover to me. So, and this is me. I don't know if you can see me, but this is me. This is that artwork Horizon. Okay, the girl is. So yeah, this is me explaining how everything is coming from my mind and I'm not making it and whatever. Okay, so this completes my Inktober story. I hope you liked it, because I thoroughly enjoyed this year's Inktober. I was extremely tired and I'm still so tired. If I have to summarize my entire Inktober journey in one word, I would say tired, exhausted. Oh my god. It's so difficult to create works, like most challenging for me to. It is very difficult for me to do this. No. Because as my skills are growing, as my experience is growing, my expectation is also growing. And what I expect to do in a day, I expect a lot. I'm pretty happy with what I have done this Inktober, and I've enjoyed it. I have completely exhausted myself, but hopefully next year I can take it easy and not go like, I don't want to completely get immersed into the work to the point that I totally forget that I am somebody. It happens to me so much. I forget that I am a human being. I forget that I have to keep in mind about my limitations. I push my boundaries so freaking much. Anyway, we'll see what happens next in total. So this was my experience, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, do give a like and drop down any comments and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video.